Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew, and we are going back to the 80s again. I have a couple of these shows going on, and I came across this one that is a staple for the 80s. We are talking about the mullet. That's right, the hair fashion, the one and only, the mullet. Now, what is a mullet, right? You're probably asking if you don't know. Which I don't know how you don't know, because it's almost coming back around in the 20s here. It's coming back. But, so the mullet, cut short on top, and then you let the back grow as long as you want. It doesn't matter. And, you know, I describe it, but let me show you some pictures of what a mullet exactly is. Check this out. So yes, those are mullets, and I know that you know at least someone that had or has a mullet now. The popular quote back in the day, or even now, to describe a mullet was business in the front, party in the back. And that ain't no joke, because I mean, you could do a part, you could do a mohawk, you could do shaved on the side, you could do anything up here on top. But in the back, when you let that sucker grow, it's a party in the back. Oh my God, this is the greatest. I mean, especially if you have it with a sweet mustache or even some cool sideburns. That's even more fantastic when you can combine all those together. So, yeah, the 80s, I mean, everybody had it. Famous actors had it, such as Andre Agassi. I mean, he was the tennis player. You know, he was the stylish guy with long hair, but it was a mullet, right? Patrick Swayze, I mean, Patrick Swayze, you know, it's just Patrick Swayze. It didn't look bad on him. Damn guy. George Clooney, Brad Pitt, Rob Lowe, Eddie Murphy even had one, or had a resemblance of a mullet. That's right, Eddie Murphy. Charlie Sheen, and most rock hair bands, of course, had the mullet. I mean, growing up, any rock band or that you saw on TV had a mullet. And you know, the 80s hair bands, of course, you know, they all had mullets, but oh man, I'll get back to the 80s hair band mullets. But yes, I personally did have a mullet when I was younger. My mom, you know, she grew up rock and roll. My older brother had one. My middle brother had a mullet. So of course, when I was real young, what did I want? And what did I get? I got a goddamn mullet. That's right. So yeah, I rocked a mullet for, I don't know, a few years, when, you know, maybe from 6 to 10 or so. I don't even remember, but I remember I did shave the sides once, and I think I even maybe put lines in my hair with the long mullet in the back. I wish I had pictures of that to show you, but I don't. So yeah, there was and then I think after the mullet, yeah, see, I always used to slick my hair back because I thought I was cool, like a greaser almost. I'd wet it and get some gel and then slick it back. And then I think I even had that with the mullet. I'm not sure. But I do remember that being one of my favorites when I was younger. But I did rock the mullet for sure, along with everyone I knew. I remember one time, even in class, I had the mullet, and this old teacher, she was like calling on students, and my hair was fairly long at the time, and she goes, "Hey, young girl, what are you doing back there?" And like I was like fidgeting around or drawing, and everyone started laughing, and everyone started making fun of me. And then I think it was shortly after that I, being a kid, got rid of the mullet. I didn't like being called a girl, so. But yeah. But now back to the 80s hair bands, mullets, okay? So they took mullets to a whole nother level. Here's a picture of what these 80s hair bands look like. Now, you see the mullet. It's on steroids, basically. So yes, that is going from a basic mullet to a mullet on steroids, was these 80s hair bands. And also, the guys did have a funny hairstyle back in the day, the mullet and all this, and you can make fun of it now, you could love it, you could hate it, a mullet is a mullet. But the girls looked like these guys in the 80s hair bands. They would make their hair poof. Look, I can better show you than describe, right? So check this montage out of women's hairdos in the 80s. Almost like mullets. Almost. So yeah, yes. It wasn't us just guys that had the funny hair. The women had the big poofy hair as well. Man, a lot of hairspray. Stock in hairspray went up. Even with the women and the dudes. The dudes were putting hairspray in their hairs to make these mullets look fantastic as well. So a lot of hairspray being sprayed in the 80s for sure. So yeah, and basically, we've all seen Joe Dirt. He is the prime example of a mullet. Joe Dirt. Joe Dirte. Need I say more? So yes, that is our trip down memory lane, going back to the 80s, mullets. I had one. Did you have one? Let me know if you had one. Comment below or send pictures of your best mullets. If you know someone with a mullet, or any mullet story. I would love to hear and share them. So yes, that is going back to the 80s and the mullet, a staple. When you say mullet, you think 80s. It's automatic. Will I grow a mullet out again? It's possible, but most likely not. Although, if I did make a bet with someone and I lost, it could possibly happen. But I'm not making any more bets because I did lose a bet on stupid Tom Brady and I had to shave my head, and I just don't have good luck betting. So that's the bottom line there. So yes, you can watch us on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. You can listen to our beautiful voices on all major platforms where podcasts are played. We're everywhere, and that's just how we like to be. We like to bug you no matter where you are. TV, radio, earbuds, anything. Phones, cell phones. We want to be there, front and center. Until next time, see ya.